Hi class, Kaylee here. Today I'm going to be talking with you about why your client might benefit from a key extender, and also I will be teaching you how to make a key extender. First of all, let's talk about the performance impairments that may be observed. The top diagnosis that you would use a key extender for is arthritis. People with arthritis of the hand typically present with decreased hand strength and range of motion. It may be challenging to pronate and supinate their hand, and these movements are required to rotate a key through the keyhole. Additionally, low grip and pinch strength makes it difficult to grasp a key and turn it with required force to open and close a deadbolt. One option available is a therapeutic key extender. Here I have shown a few different options that you can find on the market. Your selection should be dependent on the client's needs. Here you can see the grip model, paddle model, and the handle model. You can find these to purchase in various therapy catalogs such as Salmons Preston or North Coast Medical, and you can also find them on websites. I found some prices on Amazon here. The Apex Easy Key Turner is the paddle version that's to the right, and that's $4.95 plus shipping and handling. And then the larger style that's more of a grip, and then they have the handle one that you can see he's getting into his car. But in the fine print there, these only fit standard house keys. As occupational therapists, we have the ability to use thermoplastic material to create a custom fit and even larger handle. Fabricating a custom key extender out of thermoplastic material is an easy, inexpensive, and client-centered piece of adaptive equipment that will facilitate function with key turning. Using thermoplastic material allows the occupational therapist to mold the material to the client's grip for a custom fit. Key extenders decrease leverage required to turn the key, thus reducing the strain on joints. With arthritis, one of the symptoms is joint pain with motion. It's a similar concept to built-up handles that we use for utensils because it increases the surface area that the client would grip from while also opening the fist during the task, so it's not as much fine range of motion. The amount of material that you choose to use should be dependent on the desired outcome. A few things to consider is the diameter of the extender. You would want it to fit in the palm comfortably. Also is the length of the actual extender. What is most appropriate given the purpose? You want to consider a car key to start the ignition. You don't want to block the space needed between the steering wheel and the actual dashboard. So maybe a longer one and not the wide paddle, versus a home key where a paddle would be more appropriate. You also want to think about what hand, wrist, and forearm motions are challenging. That could also contribute to your design. And lastly, what is the cost involved? Most of the supplies to make the key extender can be found in a clinic for free. If not, Coban you can purchase at the pharmacy for around $3 to $4 per roll. Thermoplastic material is typically ordered through a supplier and can be quite expensive, but if you want, you could call the suppliers and they are usually willing to offer samples. And then also this piece of adaptive equipment is most likely not covered by insurance, especially if the diagnosis is arthritis. Anne is a 53-year-old woman with right CMC osteoarthritis, and she had a subsequent arthroplasty and trigger thumb release to manage her symptoms. She's being treated at the Mary Free Bed Hand Clinic. In the video that you're about to see, she is currently wearing an edema glove to control swelling, and then she also has a splint to immobilize the joint. She's modified independent in BADLs and IADLs and has returned to work full-time as a pharmacist. However, she struggles with activities that require fine motor skills and that also require increased force, which makes it difficult for her to manage a few items such as her hairspray that she's complained about, and also turning the key to enter her home is difficult. She would benefit from a paddle-style key extender to reduce pain and improve function with this task. Hi everyone, I'm here today with Ann. She has right CMC osteoarthritis with an arthroplasty, and she also had a trigger thumb release. And she's going to show us today how to use the original key and then the adapted key. So let's see. This is the original. Inserting it into the door. There we go. And now it's locked, so you can go ahead and pull that out. And then let's see the adapted key. The adapted key is the paddle version that we made earlier. Just going to slide that right in. Flips around. What do you think?
How easy. Very
Easier
easy.
that way?
Very easy.
All right, thank you, Ann.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, Kaylee here, and today we're going to be learning how to make a key extender. So the tools that you will need is some Coban, which sticks to itself. It's an adhesive. Splinting material that you may have at one of your fieldwork sites. This is Taylor splint material. It's perforated and has holes in it, but this was just a piece that was in our scrap box, and it's going to be inexpensive to make. You need a key. So I just took this key off of the key ring, so you would want it by itself. Scissors, and then some sort of way to heat up water. This is a splint pan. So what I'm going to do, there's easy steps. So you take the piece of splint material and just place it into the pan and let it warm up. While that's warming up, I'm going to take a strip of the Coban and wrap it in the key. In this way, you can reuse the key extender. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the Coban, wrapping it around, and then it will stick while it's in there, but you can also remove it. So cut it like that, and then I'm also cutting around the edge of the key. Okay, the next step is to take your material out of the pan once it's nice and warm. And this has some funky edges from the way it was shaped when it was used to make a splint, so I'm just going to cut around that. And I'm going to place the key into the splint material and kind of press it in so it sticks. And then wrap it over like a burrito. Just like that. So we're making the paddle splint. And you do want to make sure that it doesn't cover the locking mechanism so that when the person goes to place the key into the hole that it doesn't impair actual opening the door. Just kind of flatten it out. And then the client can also, if they want to, they can, while it's still warm, you can have them press their hand into it gently so it will form to their grip. And I'm just going to cut around the edges to make it look aesthetically pleasing. And there you go. Now you have a simple, easy to make, and fairly inexpensive paddle key extender that you can use for your clients. Thanks for watching.